What if I told you that some of the most mind-blowing, unexplainable moments you've ever seen were caught on camera, but would have been completely unbelievable without it? From strange creatures to bizarre events, these incidents challenge everything we think we know. You won't believe your eyes when you see what's been recorded. Ready to dive into the world of the unexplainable? Watch closely. The truth is stranger than you think. In rural China, a man claimed he captured a dinosaur-like creature. Officials arrived only to make a jaw-dropping discovery: a cloned baby Parasaurolophus created in a lab by researchers studying dinosaur life. This scientific marvel ignited heated discussions about genetic engineering and whether humanity should revive extinct species. While it wasn't a naturally surviving dinosaur, the cloned creature demonstrated that science is advancing rapidly, sparking fascination and fear about what could be next. Are we ready for a world with recreated prehistoric life? Backyard mystery. One evening in Texas, a local resident heard strange noises coming from his backyard. When he investigated, he found a small pink creature with blind eyes and rabbit-like teeth near a pipeline. He contacted a wildlife expert who identified it as a splax, a rare blind mole rat that usually lives underground. The expert relocated the splax to a safer habitat, leaving the homeowner relieved yet bewildered by the rare sighting. These elusive creatures are seldom seen, adding an element of mystery to the encounters. Leaked footage. A leaked video from the Congolese coast has sparked intense online debates. The footage shows a gigantic creature with a long, serpent-like neck, glowing eyes, and a scaly body. Some suggest it's a surviving dinosaur hidden in the untouched jungles, while others think it could be the legendary Mokalembembe. The mysterious appearance baffled scientists, prompting a team to launch an urgent research mission to uncover more about this bizarre being. Are there ancient creatures still roaming Earth's wildest corners? Fisherman creepy encounter. A fisherman in Minnesota had a spine-chilling encounter while preparing to cast his line. Emerging from the lake was a massive lizard-like creature with an elongated neck. Startled, the creature vanished underwater as quickly as it appeared, seemingly trying to avoid detection. Driven by curiosity, the fisherman jumped in, but the strange beast had disappeared without a trace. The encounter left him utterly bewildered, and he's still haunted by the experience. What could be lurking beneath the dark waters of that lake? Dinosaurs are back. A video from Oregon seemed to reveal dinosaurs returning to life. Filmed in a jungle, small creatures with long necks and tails walked across a path, stunning viewers. The footage went viral, with some believing dinosaurs had truly re-emerged. But when scientists investigated, they discovered the truth. It was monkeys running backward. The reversed video created a perfect illusion, making monkeys look like baby dinosaurs. It was a clever trick, yet it sparked thrilling questions about what else in nature we could be misunderstanding. Bigfoot sighting. A biker's quiet ride through the woods turned into an unforgettable encounter. As he pedaled along, he saw a massive creature cross his path, too big to be a chimpanzee, but it resembled something more legendary. Could it have been Bigfoot? His curiosity got the best of him, and he followed it for a while before realizing that he was witnessing a creature straight out of folklore. Scared and fascinated, the biker left the area, but the experience left him questioning the unknown. Creepy Seagull. On a terrace in Colorado, a man witnessed a truly bizarre sight. As he looked out at the sky, he saw a seagull flying by with tiny blue lights blinking from its body. The bird appeared to be shocked by some kind of electric current, but it didn't seem affected. Curious, the man grabbed his binoculars for a closer look and was stunned to see that the bird didn't have normal eyes. Instead, it had tiny lenses, almost like a camera. It wasn't a bird at all. It was a high-tech spy drone disguised as one. The man was left wondering how many other animals were being used as spy devices, hidden right in front of our eyes. Strange Californian creature. While kayaking off the coast of California, a man had a terrifying experience. As he peacefully paddled along, the water around him suddenly became turbulent, with strange shapes moving beneath his boat. The water churned and foamed as though something massive was stirring underneath. The kayaker, now gripped with fear, paddled desperately to get back to shore. The strange disturbance remained a mystery. No one could explain what had caused the strange waves and shapes beneath the surface. Was it a giant sea creature, or was there another, more unexplainable force at work beneath the water's surface? Terrifying dinosaur. A security camera in Florida caught something bizarre in the backyard. Was there a baby dinosaur? The homeowner's video showed a mystery animal running across the yard. It moved on two legs and had a long tail, looking like a tiny dinosaur. It disappeared quickly through the frame, leaving viewers puzzled. The homeowner couldn't believe what they saw and shared the video online. People who watched the clip had different ideas. Some thought it was a large lizard looking for food, while others weren't sure what to make of it. Despite many guesses, no one could say for certain what the creature was. The video left everyone wondering what unusual animals might be hiding in Florida's backyards. Maybe it was the soul of Dino. Dinosaur on road. A Texas driver saw something impossible on the road. Were those tiny dinosaurs running across? The man was driving when he spotted small creatures rushing across the road. They looked just like miniature Brachiosaurus dinosaurs, with long necks and tails. No bigger than weasels, these strange animals scampered quickly from one side to the other. Amazed, the driver slowed down to watch. He reported his sighting to local wildlife experts. They were confused, but suggested the creatures might be an unusual lizard species. While scientists insist dinosaurs went extinct millions of years ago, this mysterious sighting left everyone wondering. Afterwards, no one saw them again. Could there be undiscovered animals that look like mini dinosaurs hiding in Texas? Giant and ceiling. In Indonesia, a homeowner got the shock of his life while in his dressing room. Hearing a hiss, he spotted a broken ceiling panel and suspected a snake. He called a handler, who pulled out a massive python, causing the entire ceiling to collapse. The snake lunged, but the handler bravely subdued it. A similar incident in Malaysia saw two giant snakes crash from a ceiling. Both events served as chilling reminders of the hidden threats lurking above, making for a hair-raising experience. Strange tourist capture. Off the Florida coast, a tourist witnessed something strange, a giant slug-like creature with rabbit-like ears drifting in the water. Carefully scooping it up, he was amazed by the creature's slimy texture and gentle ear-like appendages. It was an Aplyzidae, also known as a sea hare, a gentle marine animal rarely encountered by humans. The tourist, captivated by the unexpected find, took pictures before gently releasing it back into the sea, feeling lucky to have witnessed such an unusual and elusive sea creature. Glacier Collapses. A kayaking adventure in Alaska turned terrifying when a massive chunk of Spencer Glacier collapsed. Two friends paddling nearby were hit with a 10-foot wave as ice shattered around them. They barely stayed afloat, battling the freezing water and debris. It was a close call that left them shaken, but unhurt. This powerful display of nature's force reminded them, and everyone watching, of the unpredictability and danger lurking in Alaska's wild landscapes. Look at it! Epic mudslide. While filming a scenic lakeside view in British Columbia, a news crew captured a jaw-dropping disaster. In an instant, the hillside collapsed, sending mud, trees, and debris crashing into the lake below. The chaotic scene was a stark reminder of nature's sudden and destructive power. Fortunately, no one was hurt, but the event left witnesses in shock. Even experienced reporters were taken aback by how quickly everything unfolded, leaving them with an unforgettable story of nature's raw force. Ghost of a child. One evening, a man home alone heard a baby crying outside. Rushing to investigate, he saw a baby near a pillar, but it vanished when he approached. Moments later, tiny hands knocked on his door, sending chills down his spine. Terrified, he fled the house, returning only when his family came back. The unsettling incident remained unexplained, and no strange events occurred afterward. Was it a supernatural entity or something stranger? The experience left the man shaken, forever haunted by that mysterious night. Russian strange lights. A Russian driver was stunned when a brilliant flash illuminated the night sky, momentarily turning darkness into daylight. The eerie, sudden burst was caused by a fireball meteor, a rare, glowing phenomenon created when a space rock enters Earth's atmosphere. Though these events are uncommon, they leave witnesses speechless and grateful to have seen such a dramatic cosmic show. The driver had experienced a breathtaking glimpse of nature's unpredictability, a moment he would never forget. Cloud fell down. A man driving along a highway stopped to witness a strange sight, a fluffy, cloud-like object drifting down from the sky. It looked surreal, like floating cotton candy. Weather experts explained it as a fall streak hole, an unusual phenomenon caused when part of a cloud vanishes, leaving ice crystals. The man couldn't touch it, but he'd seen a rare spectacle, a moment that turned his ordinary drive into a fascinating sky-watching adventure he would always remember. Three suns in China. Residents in Heilongjiang province were astonished to see three suns shining in the sky. Some even reported seeing 5 suns encircled by rainbow-like halos. The rare phenomenon called a sundog occurs when ice crystals in the atmosphere refract sunlight. This breathtaking illusion captivated onlookers, making them wonder about the strange and beautiful secrets of the sky. While sundogs are rare, they remind us of nature's ability to create dazzling and unusual spectacles. Mysterious land video. After heavy rains in Haryana, India, the ground seemed to vanish into the water. But when the rain stopped, something strange happened. The water began to recede, revealing the land rising from below like a massive, mysterious creature emerging from the depths. The soggy dirt had started to dry and expand, creating the eerie illusion of a land monster. People gathered, awestruck by the bizarre event that made the earth appear to be alive. Could this be a sign of something more unnatural? The unusual sight left everyone questioning what they'd witnessed. Water swallowing trees.
Trees falling. Going all in.
While boating through Bayou Corn in Louisiana, a couple witnessed an unsettling phenomenon. At first, they noticed bubbles in the water, thinking it was a leaking pipe, but soon, a massive hole opened up in the swamp, pulling entire trees into the earth. The couple watched in disbelief as the water devoured the trees, one by one, as if the land itself was hungry. They quickly distanced themselves, fearing for their safety, but the sight left a chilling mark on their memory. Spinning ice discs.
The flow of the water has cut a perfect circle in the ice.
A passerby on Pine River Bridge caught a glimpse of an odd natural phenomenon, a large circular piece of ice spinning slowly in the river below. The ice disc was caught in a swirling eddy, creating a strange sight. As the frozen circle spun, it resembled a natural turntable, spinning at a calm and steady pace. It was an eerie yet beautiful spectacle, nature showing off its mysterious wonders on a cold winter's day.
It's pretty wild.
Extraordinary footage. On Christmas Day, a man witnessed something extraordinary in his backyard. Thousands of starlings flew together in a weird formation, shifting shapes like living clouds. Suddenly, they formed a giant bird shape, as if trying to intimidate other birds attacking them. It was a breathtaking sight. The sky itself seemed alive, as these birds moved together like a single intelligent creature. This unexpected nature show turned his quiet Christmas into an unforgettable memory. Tiny thieves. Ever seen ants try to steal your mail? One man did thanks to his security camera. One day, a homeowner was checking his camera footage when he saw something strange. A group of tiny ants was trying to take his mail. These little bugs were working as a team, pulling and pushing a letter across the ground. The ants dragged the letter quite far, showing how strong they were when they worked together. But their heist hit a snag when they got stuck near some plants. The tiny thieves tugged and pulled, but they couldn't move the letter any further. After a lot of trying, the ants finally gave up. They left the letter behind and marched away. The man couldn't stop laughing at the idea of ants trying to steal his mail. It was a funny reminder that you never know what you might catch on camera. Car melts in heat.
The car was melted.
While visiting Caorle, Italy, a taxi driver witnessed a bizarre sight, a car seemingly melting under the intense heat. The Renault Megane had been parked for days in 37 degrees Celsius heat, causing parts of the car to drip and distort as if someone had used a flame on it. The heat wave was so powerful that it literally warped the car's body. This shocking sight served as a harsh reminder of how nature's forces can impact us in unimaginable ways. Weird thing flying. One man in Milwaukee caught a strange sight in the sky, a group of moving tadpole-like objects drifting overhead. He filmed the rare weather phenomenon, discovering that what he saw were noctilucent clouds. These high-altitude, shiny clouds were moving in unusual patterns, leaving him to wonder if they were more than just clouds. For a moment, he believed he might be witnessing something extraterrestrial. Creepy doorbell video. One night, a doorbell camera caught something strange. It showed a man walking past a house, but then he started to fade away. The man became see-through, like a ghost in a movie. As he walked behind some bushes, he vanished completely. Some people were scared to go out at night. Others went looking for more ghosts, but there was a simple answer to the mystery. The whole neighborhood thought they had a spooky new neighbor. Man lifts car. A man faced a tight parking situation and turned it into an incredible display of strength. Stuck between two cars, he didn't panic. Instead, he bent down, lifted the back of his car, and slid it sideways, freeing it from the tight spot. Onlookers were in disbelief, watching what seemed like a real-life superhero in action. Was he just a regular guy, or was there something more to his powers? Alligators, sheer power. Two men were walking near a lake when they spotted a big reptile trying to get to its lake, but there was a metal fence that blocked its path. The gator used its strong body and pushed against the fence. To everyone's surprise, the metal started to bend. It kept pushing until it made a hole big enough to squeeze through. The creatures tried to reach the lake through the hole, but got stuck in it. One of the men helped the alligator get safely to the other side. They watched in amazement as the alligator finally reached the lake. Well, it seemed like it was on a regular walk. Time traveler caught. One evening, a strange event unfolded at a store in the US. A man reported seeing someone walk right through the closed doors. The strange person did some shopping and left as if nothing were wrong, walking straight through the door like it wasn't even there. When store owners reviewed the CCTV, they were stunned. The footage showed exactly what the man described, someone walking through solid doors. The mystery remains unsolved. Strange video capture. In Chicago, a sudden rainstorm turned the streets into a spectacle. Drivers witnessed two manholes shooting water high into the air, as though the city's underground system had exploded. The overflowing water created massive fountains, while cars drove through them, getting an unexpected wash. The sight left drivers puzzled, but authorities eventually contained the situation. Creepysymbiote caught. In a park in Taiwan, a man stumbled upon a tangled mass of string that suddenly grabbed a nearby spider. It wasn't string at all, but horsehair worms, parasitic creatures that live inside insects until they emerge in wet environments. As he watched, the worm started entering the spider's body, likely to lay eggs. Fascinated and disgusted, the man realized he had witnessed one of nature's more grotesque spectacles. This unsettling encounter revealed just how bizarre and hidden some of nature's processes can be. Glitch in the Matrix. Drivers on a highway were stunned when they saw a plane frozen midair. It looked suspended, motionless, defying logic. The bizarre scene was later clarified. Air traffic control had asked the pilot to hold position temporarily. The illusion was a simple yet fascinating effect of modern flight safety protocols. Still, the sight of the frozen plane captured imaginations and sparked wild theories among those who witnessed the strange pause in the sky. A routine maneuver turned into an unforgettable experience. Strange Man Cited. A magical day at Disneyland took a strange twist when a little girl met her favorite princess. As her parents started recording the precious moment, something bizarre happened. A man, who wasn't there moments before, suddenly appeared in the background. The parents, confused and shocked, watched the video over and over, but the mysterious man vanished just as quickly as he had appeared. Was it a glitch, or was Disney magic really at play? This wasn't the only strange appearance. Another man in Florida mysteriously appeared in the middle of the road as a mail van passed by. He seemed to materialize out of nowhere, adding yet another layer to the mystery. Was something unexplainable happening? Car appears mysteriously. In Russia, a dashcam caught a truly shocking moment that no one could explain. A driver was waiting at a red light, minding his own business, when suddenly a car seemed to materialize right in the middle of the intersection. Just a moment before, the road was clear. The vehicle appeared out of thin air, leaving the driver and others around him stunned and confused. Other cars slammed on their brakes, barely avoiding a collision. The mysterious car then sped off without a word, and no one had any idea where it had come from or how it had appeared. Was it a glitch in reality or something stranger? Real teleportation. In California, a homeowner was in for a shock when he reviewed his security camera footage. The video showed him walking along the road when, as he passed behind a tree, he began to fade away like a ghost. A few seconds later, he reappeared near his front gate as if he had teleported in an instant. The man was baffled. He watched the footage again and again, trying to find any logical explanation for what he had seen. Could this be a glitch in the camera or something more supernatural? No answers surfaced, and the question of how he disappeared and reappeared remained a chilling mystery. Sheeps on roof. In Scotland, a farmer had an unsettling morning when he discovered his sheep were missing from their usual pasture. After searching high and low, he heard strange noises coming from above. When he looked up, he was stunned to see all of his sheep standing on the roof of his barn, calmly munching on the moss. The woolly creatures seemed perfectly content, but the farmer was left to figure out how they had gotten there. He climbed up to retrieve the animals, but the mystery of how the sheep managed to climb the roof remains unsolved. Was it a strange natural occurrence, or something more puzzling? Strange water phenomenon. A woman in Florida experienced an incredibly strange moment while cleaning a puddle on her bathroom floor. As she moved to wipe up the water, she watched in disbelief as the puddle began to spin on its own. There was no drain or hole for the water to flow into, yet it swirled like a tiny whirlpool. For several minutes, the water spun in place before slowly coming to a stop, leaving the puddle exactly where it had been. The woman checked for any hidden pipes or possible tricks, but she couldn't find anything that explained what she had seen. Could it have been the work of a ghost, or was there something else at play?
Rolling around in this water, there ain't nothing there.
House and ocean. A group of friends out boating near a small island experienced a bizarre and terrifying sight. As they looked out over the water, they spotted an entire house floating in the ocean, its roof visible above the waves. The friends feared someone might be trapped inside, so they quickly called for help. When rescue teams arrived and searched the house, they found no one inside. It turned out that a large wave had washed the vacation home off the island, but no one had been staying there at the time. Despite the mystery being solved, the sight of the floating house left everyone wondering what else could be out there in the ocean's vast expanse. Shocking mountain footage.
You guys see that shadow?
A woman in Colorado noticed something strange while observing the mountain by her house. A dark, shadowy spot appeared on the mountain, but the rest of the sky was clear and bright. She quickly grabbed her camera and began filming. Noticing that the shadow didn't move like a regular cloud, it stayed in one spot as though someone had painted a dark streak onto the side of the mountain. The video she posted online sparked confusion, and to this day, no one can say for sure what caused the shadow. Was it a rare natural phenomenon or something more otherworldly?
Where are the clouds?
Bizarre sight in UK. In Manchester, UK, something strange happened at an old pub. The manager set a candle holder down on a table, but to his shock, it began to slide across the surface on its own. The table was completely dry, and there was no apparent reason for the candle holder to move. The manager stood frozen as he watched it glide, and then stop, only to move again moments later. The pub, built in the 1700s, is known for its ghostly happenings and strange sounds, including eerie cries from the basement. Could this odd movement be a manifestation of the spirits that are rumored to haunt the place? Unbelievable footage.
Koltuk uçuyor. Buraya geliyor, buraya geliyor.
In Ankara, Turkey, a storm with powerful winds swept through the city, bringing an unexpected surprise. As the sky darkened and the rain poured down, people looked out their windows in disbelief. A big, fluffy sofa was flying through the sky, carried by the gusts of wind. The furniture twisted and turned as it floated high above the buildings, leaving people stunned and amazed. No one could explain where it had come from or where it went once the storm passed. Was it just a freak accident, or was something strange at play?
Koltuk uçuyor. Buraya geliyor, buraya geliyor.
Strange natural phenomenon. In Iowa, a bizarre natural event caught the attention of local farmers and curious onlookers. A hole in a field suddenly began spewing out mud and gas like a mini volcano. The strange spectacle went on for several days, drawing crowds to watch the mud shoot up and splatter around. Geologists later explained that trapped methane gas had built up underneath the soil, creating enough pressure to force the ground to spit out the mud. Though the phenomenon was explained, the sight of the muddy eruption left many wondering what other strange forces lie beneath the earth. Worm mysteriously disappears. While fishing in a Florida lake, a man noticed a worm wriggling in the water. Eager to catch it for bait, he reached out, but as soon as his hand touched the worm, it melted away, disappearing into nothingness. Stunned, the man looked around to see if there was any logical explanation, but he found nothing. The worm had completely vanished without a trace. Confused and a little unnerved, he couldn't shake the feeling that something strange had just happened. What caused the worm to disappear? The mystery of the vanishing worm remains unsolved. Open discussion. This video went viral after a group of explorers in Oregon stumbled upon something truly unbelievable deep in the forest. As they ventured through the dense trees, they spotted a creature that looked like it had stepped out of the dinosaur age. Covered in scaly skin with a long whip-like tail, the creature's head resembled that of a lizard, but it was much larger than anything they'd ever seen. The explorers were able to capture it, observing the strange animal for a while before releasing it back into the wild. But what left everyone talking was the question: could there be more of these prehistoric creatures lurking in the forests, hidden from view? The discovery sent chills down viewers' spines. If these animals are still out there, what might happen if more of them suddenly emerged? Could we be witnessing the return of a forgotten world?